What's up? What's up? Welcome to the Boss Ladies Live Radio Show, Spricker Studios, sponsored by Boss Ladies Inc. Freestyle Friday off the Magix app. DJ D-Ski, check it out. You can go 40 days without food, 3 days without water, 8 minutes without air, but you can't go a single second without God.
The world end. I think I might love it. In my mind, I'm posting hungry in a store. For me, ask me if I wanna go to bed against the sunrise. You were satisfied with first base, and I've been wanting to know the beat providing earthquakes. You must not.
Make sure you feel the heat. You can take what you want, but when you take it from me, I'll make sure that you fall down to your knees. I'm betting on me. Painting cold on your feet. If you gonna leave, I do believe I see it, yeah. Why do I get the feeling we're getting close? We'll never be there. Cause it's hard to believe I see it, yeah. Is it more than a feeling? I'm not betting on me. Painting cold on your feet. If you're gonna lean into me, make sure you feel the heat. You can take what you want, but when you take it from me, I'll make sure that you fall upon the floor, down to your knees. I'm not betting on me, to give me peace. I'm not asking for a miracle, just you and me. Yeah, I want a miracle, to give me peace. I'm not asking for a miracle, just you and me. Yeah, betting on me. So how will you play? Is it too much to ask if I should go or I should stay in the You feels like I'm one alibi. In our dreams, we don't need to.
Thing buried in my bloodline. It's been a cold winter. I'ma switch it for the summer. I ain't packing, but still suckers run for cover. I mean,
Hit them, sick when I spit them. Lyrics like dirty money, bad but still illin'. Money long now, harder to fold now. A rain and breathe. I hit them, stay on your feet though. Range but still slick like butter in your mix. Keep my
it's hard to believe or see it, yeah. Oh, I do. I'm not betting on me. Been caught on your feet. If you're gonna lean into me, make sure you feel the heat. You can take what you want, but when you take it from me, I'll make sure that you fall upon the floor, down to your knees. I'm not betting on me. Been caught on your feet. If you're gonna lean into me, make sure you feel the heat.
ATG Gold Streets featuring GA. Thank you for your submission straight from Australia. 25L Clan in the building record.
Niggas set you up for cold freaks. Bitches set you up for some gold teeth. Roll deep, no sleep. Anything can happen in these cold streets. Cold streets, cold freaks. Anything can happen in these cold streets. Anything can happen in these cold streets. A bad bitch to set you up for a rollie. A nigga title telling just so they won't see you eat. I'm on my only, I ride solo, I don't need heat. I got a problem, I like bad bitches. I'm not a robber, but I will come get you. Get to the money, that's my only mission. I can't pay attention to no other nigga. I dance with the devil, you sleep with the fishes. You niggas be slacking, but I pay attention. These bitches be charging, but I get the freebie. Bitch, we ain't counterfeit. All my niggas solid. Why y'all niggas drip? Y'all niggas talking diamonds, but that's that mall shit. I'm trying to catch a plug. Interception, bitch. All my niggas thugs on some Muslim shit. But I'm trying to catch me a body. You will not catch me and rob me. Met the little bitch in the lobby. Left the little bitch in the lobby. Walked in the club with nobody. Leave out the club with your Barbie. Cold streets, cold streets. Niggas set you up for a gold piece. Cold streets, cold freaks. Bitches set you up for some gold teeth. Roll deep, no sleep. Anything can happen in these cold streets. Cold streets, cold freaks. Anything can happen in these cold streets.
These streets get cold, got a nigga praying and seeking for a warm spot. Watch your friends, my nigga, cause they can easily turn to ops. Snitching and ratting the cops. I ain't forgot. My nigga try to set me up with some scandalous ass pops. pack for pack, sack for sack, up from the hip. If you act trying to snatch and grab his body bag, zip it up, yeah, that's big facts. That glizzy cock slipped on the mask. The streets icebox cold on your ass. Every day I keep the strap, cause these young niggas think they bad. Niggas taller bad, not micro bad, so it ain't no smoke, bro. Grab your coat in these streets, you see me reach, ain't no joke, ho. You clown ass niggas jokes to me, pistol to your red nose, ho. I'll paint the town with your blood, all that we see is raw, ho. Cold streets, got your beat, don't compete, you'll get put to sleep. Hoes and free searching for gold teeth just to set you up for a piece. Watch your back and keep your heat, cause it get cold off in these streets. Anything can happen, my nigga, don't you get caught asleep.
Cold streets, yeah. Cold streets, niggas set you up for a gold piece. Cold streets, yeah. Cold freaks, bitches set you up for some gold teeth. Roll deep, no sleep, no sleep. Anything can happen in these cold streets. Cold streets, cold freaks. Anything can happen in these cold streets.
Cold streets, 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 cold streets. Cold streets, cold streets, cold streets.
Trey PP HH Mix.
Normally I don't do this, let me go ahead and swear that I've been through this, so I'm certified that this fella's with me now here fucking up. Tell me how we get so hard that we can't show no love. This is for the one I cover. She said if it's real then post it. She want you to show it. Make sure it ain't no more bitches trying to kick it, trying to roll with you. Start replying with emojis, liking pictures and she notice. Speaking real and you notice, before she give you that notice. All the games go out the window if you been through what I've been through. See things a little different now. Niggas out here missing out cause no more take over, yeah. Whoa. Show some love. Yeah. Fellas, take care of your women. Now everybody's winning thanks to love. From street nigga to street nigga. Have you ever had somebody love the street and you? That unconditional love, unpredictable life. You appreciate her. You know this all we can ride. Way back, like you know her from way back. But listen to it, dog. You don't wanna walk in that, and it ain't nothing wrong saying, baby, you're wrong. If you don't, and she play your ass the song, can't say you ain't know. All the games go out the window if you been through what I've been through. See things a little different now. Niggas out here missing out cause no more take over, yeah. Whoa. Show some love. Yeah. Fellas, take care of your women. Now everybody's winning thanks to love. It's about to get real right now. I need to chill right now. They telling me chill, man, cause you giving up the game. You can have my phone if you want to, and you can have my code, I'll write it down for you.
music content.
Back to life, AJ Wayne.
This the afterlife. I came back to life. I came back to try. I heard you sent the spice, but they ain't my type. Nah, that ain't my type. This the afterlife. Got a love for the afterlife. I came back to life. I came back to try. I love the nightlife. I love the nice ice. You got them nice eyes, but you ain't my type. This the afterlife. Got love for the afterlife. I came back to life. I came back to try. I heard you sent your spice, but they ain't my type. This the afterlife. Got love for the afterlife. I came back to life. I came back to life. These niggas counting me out. They hated my style, they hated my sound. They copying now, they jocking it now. They really is clowns. Red noses, red makeup, then we put them in gowns. Guarantee they gon' frown. Always thought I wasn't special, always knew I wouldn't settle. Fuck the pot that called the kettle. Black, blue, orange, or yellow. Hype nigga, but my flow is so mellow. Perks got me strung out like a cello. Shit ain't funny, watch your elbow. You got me worked up like I'm working. You was mad, but I had you soaked up like we was surfing. Just remember, I'm a person. I got feelings, I need nurture. Watch your mouth when you approaching. On the field, I need no coaching.
AJ Wayne video out now on YouTube. Search it now.
But your flow is just so golden. From the concrete, I have risen. Looked outside, they overdosing. But these billionaires is grossing. And they mention champagne toasting. Look outside, they see us roasting. In the sun, they steady boasting. But they tell us keep on voting. And they tell us keep on hoping. It ain't over but in closing. Even if you can't swim, I guarantee that you start flowing. Even if you ain't win, I guarantee you win a trophy. Nigga.
Nah, I don't have sex. I don't have time for that shit. I work too much. It's just music, 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 and money for me. Literally.
This the afterlife. I came back to life. I came back to try. I heard you sent the spice, but they ain't my type. Nah, that ain't my type. This the afterlife. Got a love for the afterlife. I came back to life. I came back to try. I love the nightlife. I love the nice ice. You got them nice eyes, but you ain't my type. This the afterlife. Got love for the afterlife. I came back to life. I came back to try. I heard you sent your spice, but they ain't my type. This the afterlife. Got love for the afterlife. I came back to life. I came back to life.
I've come to terms with the fact that my future might not involve people I'm around now. I get tired of doing this every time I try something new. Sometimes I had to walk away from what I want to find what I deserve. I made mistakes in my life. I learned from my bad choices. I'll know better next time. Don't mention a person's past mistakes when they're trying to change. That's like throwing rocks at them while they're struggling to climb a mountain. Yeah, let's talk about that. What's up, y'all? Welcome back to the Boss Ladies Live Radio Show, award-winning radio show now. Spricker Studios, sponsored by Boss Ladies Inc. Welcome back to another show. Well, we are on the Boss Lady podcast tonight. I'm super excited. I just got through having a meeting about the C4 project, and I'd like to welcome Cassandra Fox-Frutel, and also a shout out to her. She's been with me on this podcast as a member from the very beginning when I started out. When I started really flowing with the shows every night, and she tunes in from time to time, and it's also good to see her in the chat room at times. Very supportive. I finally met her in Atlanta when I went to the UMA Awards, and she was very supportive the whole weekend. I hadn't any issues at all. It was a smooth sailing thing. We built the relationships, and now we're in business together. So I like to welcome her to the Boss Lady team. Yes, ma'am. Appreciate you. It's all about, high levels of self-respect. A lot of times we prejudge people, we so caught up in what we want that we don't really get to build relationships. And I think that was the lesson in this whole situation, was building relationships. And I did talk about that last year, probably in season 1, 2, 3, or 4, or 5, or which one. I made so many. I made over 100 shows now, so it's like, gosh, I can't remember all those shows. But I did mention building relationships and business, but it became more so than, one person relating to another person. I think that's important, to be relatable and really understand where the other person is coming from. And I think that's part of self-respect, respecting yourself to say, hey, if I was in that situation, how would I want to be treated, And I've been learning this lesson for many, many years, because back before I learned this lesson, I was so into what I wanted, I couldn't see past it. So if it didn't coincide with what I wanted, then I was kind of through with it. Like, I used to be in sales for X amount of years, and it was a fast-paced movement. I mean, if you don't get the sale, it's pretty much nothing. You're nothing. It's a failure for the day, or you just had a bad day or whatever. But I've learned that that's not always the case. You just didn't get the sale. I made things more than what they were. And so I wasn't able to build the relationships I could have built had I saw past what I wanted for myself. And when you're struggling and you need, things, and it can't be put on hold any longer, you tend not to see past it. It's hard to see past something you don't have, and you really want it, and you need it at the same time. And needs do come before wants. And not having that discipline at the time, I knew what I needed instead. So I turned it into a want. And it's very dangerous if you can't distinguish between the two. Live in the chat room, we got Dre's Radio Cafe in the building. Let's welcome him to the show, y'all. Thanks so much for tuning in, liking, downloading, and sharing the show. Actually everybody supporting and everybody, I appreciate it, coming in every day, Mr. Dre. I do appreciate that so much. It means a lot. It really pushes me to keep doing this every day, because I was going to conk out after my business meeting talking about, I'm tired. But I perked myself up, and plus my business meetings are exciting. We're launching a new product that's really going to help people save more money, and I was just talking about, you probably heard the story of me and Cassandra, being in business together as women and making a driving force of positivity throughout this community that we're in. And we're in two different places, and we still can build a relationship and still be able to correspond with each other. And it's so much of that going on in these streets. People are against people. People are jealous of other people. People are not trying to get on board and build anything as a team. Everybody is self-absorbed. It seems like people are just all about them. It seems like, it's do or die, and it's always been like that. But it's very seldom that you find people that are willing to build something with you, whether they're doing it too or not. And it really makes a difference. And Dre says, I know. And didn't mean to send your link to you, LOL. Oh, and then I liked it on top of that. That was funny. I liked it on top of that. That's crazy. I really put a check mark by it because I thought you were going to use tonight's show for, what we talked about and stuff. So I'm like, oh, wow, he picked something already. So my mind's been all over the place tonight. So don't worry about it. We good. We good. And that's what I mean. Being aware of your self-respect level is the first thing. Knowing where you are, like I said last night, evaluating where you are and what you're going to put up with and what your enough is enough, per se, in terms of yourself. And everybody has their own agenda and things like that. But I feel like, and I've learned, through a lot of leadership training, that self-development is the top priority. If you can't get yourself together, you're not going to be able to build a team and get them together and get an organization built and get a business and make money and different things like that. Because all of these categories I just said has a relationship attached to it. So if that's jacked up, it won't be too long before things go to the left. And Dre says, great connection with you and Cassandra. Build and make better. Absolutely. Building and making better. Not focusing so much of the fizzles in the music, but just fix the fizzles along the way. We learned tonight that, we're going to leverage some things. We're going to be more literate, and we're going to build in more leadership. I think it's very important to lead yourself, to build yourself. That way it's easy to teach someone else, because if you stay consistent, a lot of people will start asking, what are you doing? Who is that? Why is it? How would you do that? And things like that. And that's your way to reciprocate what you got going on. The power of duplication and things like that. That meeting was awesome. It said a lot that we still have a chance to be better. We still have a chance to build, even though things feel like it's the last day on earth and everything's going to crash tomorrow. There's still hope, and there's still people out there believing. You know what I'm saying? And also, we got live in the chat room, Embassy Radio. Let's welcome Embassy Radio to the show, y'all. Thank you for tuning in, liking, downloading, and sharing your favorite episodes. Boss Lady award-winning radio show. Let's get it, y'all. We are on Freestyle Friday. You know what I'm saying? I haven't set everything up for that. I do want rappers to come in and do their freestyle on live on the air. I'm going to put that together. I got a lot of stuff coming up. You know what I'm saying? But the respect thing is what starts with you, though. You know what I'm saying? And that's pretty much the topic tonight. And really get to know yourself. Like I said last night, evaluate where you are. Stand on that. And if there's some things that you don't like, change it. Make it better. You know what I'm saying? Build. Have great connections with everybody that you talk to, because you never know who you're talking to until you get to know them. But first, you have to get to know yourself. And the next thing Forgive yourself. I'm sorry. Oh, did I do that? Or instead of saying, oh, that was stupid. Oh, you're so stupid and dumb for doing that. Like, why would you do that? And then you keep going with that. And then you got this different attitude. And then other people come around and they're like, what's wrong with you? And it ain't even nothing. Because you kept letting those enemy, like I said last night, the discouraging enemy voices come against you again. I'm talking about every little thing. And we all know we have those little enemy voices, that want to be frenemy and all that on you. And you might take it a little bit to the left with that and keep on going with that, and positivity and courage just walked out the door because you didn't forgive yourself. You can't forgive others until you forgive yourself. And forgiveness, I think I'm going to start a forgiveness piece for spirituality, because there's a lot going wrong, but very seldomly I hear about what's going right. And definitely we need to deal with that as well. And if we haven't already. And then teach others how to treat you. You get treated certain kind of ways. You feel like, oh, this was out of nowhere. I don't know how that happened. Well, maybe you taught them that. I'm going to let that marinate. Learn to handle criticism. Ooh, this is a huge one. Should have been the first one. Handling criticism. Man, especially for your peers. Especially people that known you a long time. Didn't think you could do it. Why you doing it now? You wasn't doing it back then. I mean, we used to this and this and this. Stay from used to people. Check out my episode called Steal People in season 4 last year. Like, ain't nobody trying to still do the same thing over and over and over. And that's one of the things we talked about in our meeting tonight. The simple case of you keep doing the same thing over and over and expecting different results. That's called lunatic life. You look crazy. If you think that same puzzle piece gonna go where it don't supposed to go, and you keep forcing it in there, eventually you're gonna break it. Respect that boundary, because you will want somebody else to respect that boundary with your puzzle. You won't want somebody to come in and bust up your puzzle. Spend thousands of hours working on it. Respect their boundaries. But also the criticism part, I mean, you could be more praising. When you start off, you could say things like, well, that was beautiful. And if that continues, then this and this and that could happen. Since that didn't happen, this and this happened. Because but is a bad word in leadership. Well, you could have did this, but I love her, but you'd be like, what? But you love her or you don't. There's no middle. See what I'm saying? So we got to be able to handle the criticism that comes along with that. Handle it. The criticism to yourself, because somebody can always make you feel like we is the first priority. People will control you with a we. Be careful with that. It starts with you. It doesn't start with a we. It says start. It doesn't say finish. Start. So on that note, let's get some EDU in our lives. Do you respect yourself? Here's Why You Really Need To by Sarah Gibson. And we're going to find that at www.collective-evolution.com/2015/03/16. Teach yourself respect the Joan Didion way. And all them dashes in between. Yeah, you thought I was going to do it. Many of our societies are concerned with matters of self-esteem. Self-respect, on the other hand, may hold the key to getting the peace of mind we seek. Esteem means to hold something in high regard. Respect means to accept it even if it's not perfect. With self-respect, we like ourselves because of who we are, not because of what we can or cannot do. And no one knows this better than writer Joan Didion. Today, it is perhaps her beautiful essay on self-respect in the pitch-perfect Slouching Towards Bethlehem, which is the most powerful writing on the subject. Its brilliance will stop you dead over and over again. Such is Joan Didion's ability to analyze a person, a place, or a concept and then articulate her thoughts. She describes the phenomenon of self-respect as follows. Without it, one eventually discovers the final turn of the screw. One runs away to find oneself and finds no one at home. To live without self-respect is to lie awake some night beyond the reach of warm milk, phenobarbital, and the sleeping hand on the coverlet, counting up the sins of commission and omission, the trust betrayed, the promises subtly broken, the gifts erratically wasted through sloth or cowardness or carelessness. However long we postpone it, we eventually lie down alone in that notoriously uncomfortable bed, the one we make ourselves. Whether or not we sleep in it depends, of course, on whether or not we respect ourselves. Sometimes self-reflect is called moral strength, sometimes character, sometimes nerve. Either way, to have the sense of one's self-worth is potentially to have everything. Having self-respect is to be able to love. With no self-respect, Joan Didion argues, we secretly hate ourselves and cannot understand those who would choose to love us. We feel pressured to live out other people's false notions of us. But ask yourself this, what is more important to you? Having other people like you or liking yourself? Exactly. According to Joan Didion's teachings, how can we learn to respect ourselves more? Well, you can start by asking yourself this question. What do I need to do and what do I need to not do to be able to really look honestly at myself and be okay with who I see? That's a good gauge, but if there's plenty that you like to change, then that's okay. In fact, it's normal. But check these pointers out and see if you can start living with more self-respect. Become aware of your self-respect level. If you're feeling low on self-respect, then ask yourself the following. What parts of my behavior have contributed to my feeling this way? What can I do differently next time so that I respect myself more? Really getting to know yourself. The more you understand about yourself, the more you appreciate your own unique qualities. Discover your principles, your personality, and your talents. We've all got them. Set your own standards. Don't live by someone else's. Forgive yourself. You have to be able to forgive yourself for past mistakes. Admit that what you did was wrong. Apologize if necessary and work on moving forward to becoming the person you want to be. You are a human. You have flaws, but you're bigger than them. Learn how to handle criticism. Nobody is perfect. Get over it. If someone you trust gives you constructive feedback, it's important to really listen to the things they are telling you and use the feedback for self-improvement. They probably got your best interest at heart. Teach others how to teach you or treat you. The next time you say yes to someone when you really want to say no, be aware that you might be teaching the person that it's okay to treat you this way. If someone disrespects you, stand up for yourself and teach that person to treat you differently. With these tips in mind, let's stop pondering to other people's approval and start developing our own standards. It's not about being rude, abrasive, or pig-headed. It's about giving ourselves a sense of self-worth and being respected as a human being. Help support collective evolution. The demand for collective evolution content is bigger than ever, except ad agendas and social media keep cutting our revenues. This is making it hard for us to continue. In order to stay truly independent, we need your help. We are not going to put up paywalls on this website as we want to get our info out far and wide. For as little as $3 a month, you can help keep CE alive. And they have the printable form at the bottom for all the information if you want to keep reading or going along with the ad. And this is our EDU for our lives. Thanks, Sarah Gibson. Appreciate it. When we come back, we're going to do some quote for the day. And let's get some Freestyle Friday going on this jam list. Stay tuned. Don't go nowhere. Oh, no. Money Man.
Money, Mac, baby. Told them coming in the game, I'm going harder than before. Oh, step back, and now they like, oh no, wanna hold you back. I'm like, I can't go foot on the gas, now I'm running so low. Coming in the game, I'm going harder than before. Oh, step back, and now they like, oh no, wanna hold you back. I'm like, I can't go foot on the gas, now I'm running so low. It's been a long road, but I ain't done yet, made a line. Nothing in print can't fall, made a lot of connects, earned and gave out a lot of respect. People trying to get the best of me, if I let them, and then they winning. I'm headed in a different direction, with separation comes elevation. So now I'm riding so low, I still support everyone, that's all you need to know. Though I tried to help y'all out, but you just thought I was out for my own. No, my team of destiny. Told me just to go more, hit the A in other states. Money man, always on go. I run the roads and I grind hard cause it don't get handed to you. Oh, coming in the game, I'm going harder than before. Oh, step back, now they like, oh no, wanna hold you back. I'm like, I can't go foot on the gas, now I'm riding solo. Coming in the game, I'm going harder than before. Oh, step back, and now they like, oh no, wanna hold you back. I'm like, I can't go foot on the gas, now I'm riding solo. I can't go, I'm not stopping until my message spread. I'm chasing for my whole state to get noticed more than not having a Super Bowl win. There's a lot of talent everywhere, even more so in my state. Cincinnati, we filled with hope, while some may be filled with hate. I know we all hungry, let's come together and get a bigger plate. I tried to build with people, but cause of my age and the ego, they let the alpha attitude get in the way. Now I'm on the move, state to state, heading state to state. I'm a son and daughter hero, ain't no debate. I'm the one artist they love to hate. I be like, oh no, you got me all wrong, but I can't go. I'm chasing all this dough. Oh, made a lot of mistakes, but my kids is who I chase it for though. Coming in the game, I'm going harder than before. Oh, step back, now they like, oh no, wanna hold you back. I'm like, I can't go foot on the gas, now I'm riding solo. Coming in the game, I'm going harder than before. Oh, step back, and now they like, oh no, wanna hold you back. I'm like, I can't go foot on the gas, now I'm riding solo.
Lost in Time, Miss Fabulous. Let's welcome Money back to the show, y'all.
So sweet with love, man, that I'm dying to be. If I could go back, how do I come back? How do I come back when I'm caught in the ride? Lost in time, lost in time. How do I come? How do I come back? Song that touched my heart, to a melody that took me apart. If I could just go back and see you again, talking and laughing, I remember when. If I could just go back, how do I come back? If I could learn how to read and to love, I'd be alright. If I could just go back, how do I come back? How do I come back when I'm caught in the ride? Lost in time, lost in time. How do I come? How do I come back? How do I come back when I'm caught in the ride? Lost in time, lost in time.
read, had to love, I'd be alright if I could just go back. How do I come back? How do I come back when I'm caught in the ride? Lost in time, lost in time. How do I come? How do I come back? How do I come back when I'm caught in the ride? Lost in time, lost in time. How do I come? How do I come back?
So tired of these broke, fake, roach. Always trying to wait till they come up till they get something from me.
These broke be jacking, but they ain't never gon' keep it slacking. Spitting out fire like a dragon, rolling up in the coupe with a baby. I'm about to take her to Paris. That's 24 in them carats. Roll big wheels like Ferris. I can't f with you embarrassing. Thank God for the breath that it gave me. I done f***ed around, had a baby. You on the mic like some turkey and gravy. If you want me to rap, better pay me. At work, I get like slavery. Pulled up on the op like Navy. Still up in the try to rob, I'ma pull out that steel head shot. When I aim, I'ma get me a kill.
Yeah, I'm just a young flex. These dumb and they flex. I'm a killer up, I'm a killer up. I'ma pull up at your spot, we gon' drop the top. Yeah, I'm just a young flex. Yeah, these dumb and they flex. I'm a killer up, I'm a killer up. We gon' pull up with that block, yeah, we on your block.
I stay grinding 24/7. If you broke, I can teach you a lesson. I'm geeking, like my name is Dexter. You a lightweight like a feather. I'ma get money forever. You ain't never seen a thug this clever. You ain't never seen a nigga run just like a red. The way that I'm checking that cheddar. When I pull up to the club, I'm leaning. You wanna be me? Keep dreaming. Switching lanes on the block and the demon. Got your girl on my jock, she teaming. Talking so good, she start ice creaming. Yeah, 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 yeah. Ice on my neck, I stay ice gleaming. I'm gleaming. Certified trademark on my name. Getting wild, but I'm never gonna change. Joseph, want me dead like Kane. Talking like Chief Keef, you don't wanna bang. Boy, you can't afford these, you ain't got chain. Got hair singing, now she acting real strange. Dreads on my head, so you know I'm gonna swing. On my ops in the grave, so I cut the loose string.
Yeah, I'm just a young flex. These dumb and they flex. I'm a killer up, I'm a killer up. I'ma pull up at your spot, we gon' drop the top. Yeah, I'm just a young flex. Yeah, these dumb and they flex. I'm a killer up, I'm a killer up. We gon' pull up with that block, yeah, we on your block.
Emotional milk, Panda day job, R&B.
Keep on fighting, had my back against the wall. Thinking I had nobody else to call. Always had these problems pulling me down to the ground. But I believed in myself, I didn't break down. I never gave up, yeah, I never gave in. Always been a loser, but now I'm gonna win. Yeah, 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 I kept on fighting, yeah, I kept pushing through. There wasn't anything that I couldn't do. Yeah, yeah.
everything ain't always what it seems. I find myself all alone with wishes and dreams. This road is full of treachery. Daddy, he wasn't there for me. I had to find my way through the storm. Somebody pray for me. I had to fight from the very start. No golden spoon in my mouth. I stay hungry, yo, for survival, y'all. So every day was a challenge to me in every way. Kids are at the playground. I was trying to find a place to play.
Never gave up, yeah, I never gave in. Always been a loser, but now I'm gonna win. Yeah, yeah, yeah. Yeah, I kept on fighting, yeah, I kept pushing through. There wasn't anything that I couldn't do. Yeah, yeah, yeah. And love is something that we always have. Yeah, and drives us crazy, drives us crazy. And love is something that you can't take back. Something that we always have.
You see, sometimes we only get one chance to wake up from our dreams and make them our reality. And sometimes the only reality that we have is what we see around us. So one thing we should always remember is that believing in something is something that you feel, not something that you have to see. It's about knowing it's real, even when you can't touch it.
And love is something that we always have. Yeah, and drives us crazy, drives us crazy. And love is something that you can't take back. Something that we always have.
I had to fight so hard for everything I got. I'ma push it to the limit. I ain't never gonna stop. I pray to God cause I knew there was a better way. I'm so grateful that he wakes me up every day. Sometimes you lose the battle just to win the war. It's not about who won the race, it's about giving it to wrong. You always live to fight another day. I know God loves me so much, all winners anyway.
Love is something that we always had. And drives us crazy, drives us crazy.
Brian Vashis at B Vashis says, when your opportunity comes, you will be prepared or you will be hungry enough to become prepared. Hashtag C4 Project. Hashtag TLYAW. Hashtag blockchain. Hashtag cryptocurrency. Hashtag TPO courage. That's right. Remember that courage. Leadership tips at Leadership Tweet. 2 key questions of anyone on the job. What is it that you expect of me? How am I doing at meeting your expectations? Good questions. Wow. You should bang on that interview. That's for people that got jobs. Yeah, we work on everything. Brian Vashis at B Vashis says, how much more today? Jerry Hardis, it is well enough that people of the nation do not understand our banking and monetary system. For if they did, I believe there will be a revolution before tomorrow morning. Henry Ford. Oh, yeah. Leadership tips at Leadership Tweet. Success is the maximum utilization of the ability that you have. Zig Ziglar. The coming of ministry at Pastor McCardle. What matters is not so much the events or circumstances of life, but your response to them. Hashtag life lessons. Get connected. Bruce Van Horn at Bruce VH. Keep your eyes open. People are beautiful and amazing things are happening all the time. Yes, it is. Beautiful picture. What with that? I love that. Gordon Tregold at Gordon Tregold. Nearly all men can stand adversity, but if you want to test a man's character, give him power. Abraham Lincoln. You're like, did he say all of that stuff? I know, right? He said that? Yeah, he said that. Leadership tips at Leadership Tweets. Hope is a waking dream. Aristotle. And finally, Bruce Van Horn at Bruce VH. If your spiritual practice does not connect you to a deeper understanding of being human, you're missing the point. Hashtag spirituality, hashtag faith. And that is our quote for the day. Yeah, stay tuned for the D-Ski podcast tomorrow night, 9 p.m. Central. We're going to be dealing with some music tips for the music industry leadership thingy, Superstar Saturday. So if you got any announcements for me, get in contact with me over the weekend and let's have a banging weekend this weekend. Be safe out there. And that's really all I had to say. Good afternoon, morning, and evening, and I will see you soon. Peace.
We are now transferring you to a customer care rep. Please hold the line and we will answer your call as soon as possible. Thank you for choosing us. By the way, to ensure you're getting great service, your call may be recorded or monitored.